got that G at my nullos. I'm just saying. We pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a bitch get
stop
finicky, she gon' bring the energy. I hit a phone with a
3, 2, 1, action.
Dear light.
I got chills, then multiply.
So, hello everyone, it's Saudi and I'm back for another video, and I hope you guys are having a great time and welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, I found something that I feel is very useful and bondful, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I saw the title of this video and I was like, you know what, let me bring this to this channel and see if you guys are if you guys are having this mindset also, because lately I noticed that when I'm having discussions with people, especially some people, there's just disconnect. Like let me say 4 or 5 years ago, the way we relate with stuff, and now I'm looking at it, I'm like, huh. And when they're talking about stuff, I'm like, no, I start finding the disconnect between them, and I'm like, look, can we, I may be broke, but I have this different mentality. So I'm like, can we push ourselves to be better rather than, oh, did you see that girl's hair? Oh my god, the stylist who did her hair, I can't believe they fucked that part up. Oh my god, it looks like she went to this place or like a supercut to get. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this type of discussions. Like, it's not useful, it's not lucrative to me. So let's see this, okay? And it became worse once I started investing. I have to be honest with you guys, because the way I look at money has changed. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. Before, I would save and never even think about investing. Like, I would save before the extra after spending. Actually, I've always saved, then spend little, but never invested. But now I invest, then the extra I use that or spend that. And I was like, oh my god, where am I getting this from? So let's see this video. It's called 10 Reasons Why Millionaires Lose Their Friends.
It takes the average household about 14.7 years to earn $1 million, according to The Economist. How long does it take to lose a friend when you become a millionaire?
Okay.
You reckon it happens a whole lot faster than that.
Yeah.
So with this in mind, what are the reasons that when a person becomes a millionaire, they reassess friendships and start ditching a few of their old favorites? Well, let's find out with 10 reasons
it makes sense.
Lose their friends.
Oh. Yeah, as my mindset changes, videos that interest me are so different.
Jealous of the millionaire.
Oh.
When a person becomes a millionaire, it's easy to think that everyone is jealous of your newfound fortune. And yes, there are probably a few people who are
I can see.
It doesn't apply to everyone. Millionaires find it rather tricky to maintain healthy relationships with their older peers because they have this constant perception that they're jealous of their success.
Oh.
At this stage, try to remember this. People are not jealous.
Oh, she looks like Addison Rae.
Rather, they're angry at their own failures. But as we Aluxers know, we are not responsible for the thoughts of other people.
At all.
Do your best to keep moving forward with your head held high.
Oh.
Number 2.
Yeah, I've learned to move with or without people.
Non-millionaire becomes too great.
Oh.
He explains the gap on TikTok. The gap, he says, grows larger as you get closer to your millionaire status.
Oh.
It's impossible to join back together. He continues to say the only way to close the gap is to come back down. But why would you do that? Because if you come back down, you're losing, so you've got to...
Guys, I can relate to number 2. I'm not getting there yet, but I would explain this. So lately, right, I've been a stylist for almost a decade now, and you guys, I went to, I have a bachelor's degree, but you know how life is. It gave me lemon. I'm trying to make lemonade, and let's be real, in this world, if you don't have the connection, the network, you'll be fucked. You keep. That's why I've been a hairstylist in circle. I've never been able to even move to anything better, and that's how the world is. And I now understand that point, that, and people are like, oh, just stay there, and I noticed, I was like, wait, when I first started as a hairstylist, oh my god, I saw the value, I was excited. Guys, that was my early 20s. Now I don't see the value, especially having my salon for 4.5 years now. and no returns, no. And I asked myself, why are you still doing this? There's no value. You don't hate it, you don't love it. It just doesn't add anything to you. You don't even grow. You don't even, like, there's nothing, you know, innovative or in a novice sense, something new about it that excites you. Like, you're like, oh, okay. To the point when you see someone's hair on the trains, you're like, you just turn away. You're like, oh my god, they should have done this. Before I'm like, oh, this. Now I don't care. And I was like, okay, you're done. You know, mentally, financially, I was like, you're just draining money. You're having debt because of this being a stylist. It doesn't add up. You know, so I get it now, because now with investments, I'm moving in a path that sitting down waiting 4 or 5 hours for someone to come in just to be able to pay the rent of the place just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm like, oh, why are you doing this? This time you can use it to create videos, you can use it to do better things. Like, what are you doing? Just to still be in the hair industry? It doesn't add value to your life. And I get the distance separation, because when my friend, you know, she said, oh my god, you know, you're an amazing stylist, we would like to still have you in the industry. And I'm like, it doesn't. I'm not a student. I'm not someone who had a GED then became a stylist. And I'm not someone who used that degree and had the job, you know, the blue collar job. So you're just in a gray area where you don't even fit in any of these boxes. So I get it.
To continue going upward. And it's up to the people at the bottom to catch up to you, and if they don't, well, you've got to leave them behind. Which brings us to our number 3.
I've been feeling that way. I don't try any longer.
Friends, lack of motivation. We also mentioned the importance of spending time with like-minded people. In our video, 15 Leadership Lessons from Tim Cook, we mentioned
motivation
that he too believes in the importance of
just
surrounding
turns me
yourself with
off.
people with similar mindsets, especially when it comes to ethics and integrity. When you're making your way toward millionaire status,
how is it that I'm not even a millionaire? I don't even know what that would be like, but already I have that mindset and mentality. Wow. Okay. That tells me that if that ever happens by a miracle, I will be able to handle it and be able to, you know how some people have money and they just spend it? No, I've always been a saver, I've always been a planner. That's why I was able to put my siblings through college, because it's like hustle, you know, planning. Oh.
And your friends are all just kicking back and waiting for life to happen.
Putting it into existence, honey. You know, into the universe.
And get them motivated so they can be as excited as you are.
Right.
It doesn't always happen that way.
I know.
It can be uninspiring when you're growing
they look at you like,
they're remaining stagnant. Millionaires cut their losses and seek friends with the same drive and ambition. Number 4.
What did I just say?
Feel obligated to always foot the bill, and it gets exhausting.
Yes, it does.
You ever come into a bit of money and suddenly you have
I'm
old
not even a
friends
millionaire, but I know this.
woodwork? It happens all the time, and suddenly you're somehow paying for your
Alux has the mindset.
dental work and your grade 1 bestie's wife's liposuction. Jokes aside, though, when you're wealthy, your friends do expect you to cover the bills when you're out. And it's not because they're being greedy, but they often feel like you understand their financial
right.
However, if you continue to keep covering all the costs, you're enabling your friends to remain poor. Why should they work harder when you're...
It makes sense. Guys, like, I noticed I don't have it, but look at, why am I thinking this way? I'm not kidding you. Like, you know, my sister, she has a business, and she was like, oh, can I do this? Can I do, you know, can you help me? And what? Make an effort and I'm there with you. But if you don't make an effort, I'm like, okay, you know. And she made an effort. She, you know, she's like, I've started my business. Like, oh, good. I want to go to school. I was like, oh, good. Wait, you know, make an effort. I'm there with you. But if you don't make an effort, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay now. I'm not kidding you guys. Like, I noticed, like, she did this PayPal stuff. She needed my PayPal. I gave it to her, and I saw the stuff. They took their fees, and I looked at it. I was like, okay. And I sent the money to her, but I sent her the money that the person actually paid. The fees, I was like, I'll take care of the fees. I don't mind it. Even the transfer fee too. I was like, so this makes sense. Like, come 80% or 50%. I'm there with you, I'll take it. But if you don't make an effort, what the fuck am I doing?
for covering the expenses. So, of course, treat your
COVID
friends
has changed me
occasionally
mentally.
anytime you
It's so
want to,
crazy.
but it's not something you should feel obligated to do, and it's not healthy to maintain in the long
No
run.
value, I bounce.
Number 5. Millionaires can't do all the fun, expensive things with their poor friends.
Oh, that's true
So you
though.
finally got some cash to do some of the fun things you've wanted to
Yes.
do your entire life, like taking a hot air trip in Cappadocia or seeing the Northern Lights in Norway. But sadly, none of your friends can afford to go. And while you understand that they can't do these epic trips with you, it gets
Okay.
annoying when you want to go to the theater, a concert, or a comedy show, and they keep saying no. You'll eventually get tired of them
Oh,
all
I love his hair.
flights, and then you'll move
Stop.
on to others who can't.
Meow.
And while you keep doing you, passing some time waiting to meet your new travel companions,
Okay.
you still spend some time planning your next epic adventure. And for that, we have the perfect video to
It's
inspire
true,
you.
and then
10
I love to
ways
work with
make
myself
your
now.
vacation better. Number 6. Millionaires work all the time.
Thank
For
you.
millions.
Ah!
Millionaires spend a
Okay, I would say I'm a broke millionaire then, because I'm not kidding you guys. Let's put it this way, you know, the salon will be shutting down, right, in 3 weeks, by the end of the month, right? And I'm not even making any effort to go to find a job, because I told you guys I went for a job interview and they had to body search me. And I said to myself, wait, whenever you go to work, you have to go through this. And I looked at it and I was like, wait, I would be helping these people build their dreams, not my dream. Oh no, I've already done that. I've already worked with people, you know, they've used me, they abused me to the point that I left and had my own business. I didn't care if I made $100 a year. That's how bad it got, provided I was able to pay everything, you know, my rents, just so I could get out of that. I was like, you can't put yourself through that. Your goal is to retire before 40 or by 40. Like, what the fuck? You go work with, wait, what? So if I'm not working with myself, I'm not. I do videos. After that, I edit. When I edit, 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm awake doing like, I saw myself working. If I'm not doing that, I'm checking, you know, the stock markets, the crypto, you know, I'm checking my portfolios, managing it. Then after that, I'll wake up, shower, wake up, then go to the salon if I have 1 or 2 persons for the day. And I was like, you're just spending this money for this place. It's not worth it. Like, what are you doing? That's why I'm ready. Like, I don't. And then some of my clients, you know, like, you can just work in the. Guys, in order to have my business, I had this capital, right? Bought products, everything too. They're like, oh, you know what? If it's a loss, it's okay. You can just walk in that corner so that way I can always come and get my hair from you, done by you. It's like, what the fuck? Oh my God. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Okay.
What's so funny?
Your hair is more important than the losses I've accrued in 4.5 years. Like, your hair. The last thing I'm thinking about after going through this journey and chapter is your hair. There are many stylists that can take care of you. Like, your hair is the last thing I'm thinking about. So I get this.
a lot of time working. And while they do make sure they leave some space for a good time, it takes commitment, dedication,
It's
and
true.
time to earn. As CEO of
It's true.
OpenAI, Sam Altman once said, hard work compounds like interest, and the earlier you do it, the more time you have for the benefits to pay off.
So true.
It's challenging for millionaires to hold on to their friendships when they're working hard and trying to become the success.
Thank God my friend understands me. The two friends I have left understand.
Millionaires hold more power than their poorer friends.
It's true.
And that aluxers doesn't work. Often millionaires lose their friends because they become more powerful the wealthier they become. An article in the New York Times
But they have
asked,
to hide
"Why
it.
do
They
the
don't have
rich
to
so much power?"
show that.
They focused purely on the rich and their political influence. Their response was that huge disparities in income and wealth translate into comparable disparities in political influence. Take that influence and use it in every aspect of life. And very soon, millionaires will lose their friends when they become more powerful and more connected.
That makes a
Number
lot of
8.
sense.
Millionaires get lonely and isolated.
Not me. I like lonely. I like
Have
lonely.
slowly lost their
So
friends, they often find themselves doing a lot by themselves. They fear that people are just trying to use them for their money
no.
or have ill
I just like
intentions. So they prefer to go about life solo.
being an introvert.
When they do meet new people, they can often forget how to be normal and just speak about the weather or global Facebook outages or whatever else is happening, which brings us to our next point. Number 9.
That makes a lot of sense.
Millionaires
Some of
can
my
be
guests
so
are like that.
disconnected from reality, making it tricky to keep
Then they pay you
friends.
peanuts.
The daily struggle is real for most, but when you're a millionaire, you're not affected by rising electricity costs, the potential lack of fuel, or stocking up on toilet paper.
Oh.
You know you can get anything you need when you need to. That's why we always
Most of
say
my
money
guests, some of my
doesn't buy
guests are like that.
happiness, but it does buy comfort and peace of mind. So when the friends of a millionaire are stressing about paying their mortgage or how they're going to get their children into a decent school, the millionaire just can't grasp how these worries are even a problem. Christopher
Oh.
Robin, to death, The Price of Progress, says that it's the wealth differentials, the distances in wealth between a rich person and those around them, that have the most profound effects on our subconscious.
You are lying.
You never want a paycheck. You understand that, kid? I said, okay, I got it.
It's a pretty interesting
Oh.
listen. Free thanks to our friends at Audible if you go to alux.com/freebook. Number 10. Money guilt is real. This is a strange conundrum, but it's a reality that many millionaires deal with. They struggle with severe money guilt. Now,
Oh wait, hold on. There's something called money guilt? Honey, let's hear it.
this can actually swing two ways.
Okay.
One, where the millionaire goes out of their way to help others and appease their guilt. Or two,
Oh.
the millionaire does nothing and looks like a total jerk for being so heartless. Many friends are lost at this stage because the millionaire is unable to process the guilt, and it affects their relationship severely. Seeking professional help is always a good idea if you find yourself in a similar situation. And with that, Aluxers, why do you think millionaires lose their friends?
Honey, these points are valid.
So join the conversation in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's that bonus.
Bonus,
to win.
right? Let's hear the bonus one.
Losing friends is part of life. We've lost friends when we were poor, rich, sad, happy, or whatever.
That's what I'm
reason you
learning.
think of. Being a millionaire,
It's
it could
okay
be
to lose
tough
some
make
stuff.
new
It's
friends
okay.
because you're not sure if someone is your friend because they genuinely like you or because they just want what they can get from you.
No, not that
You
part.
can hold on to your besties from your unwealthy years. That's the first prize. They're
Yes.
the ones who know you well.
Yes.
For good, bad, ugly.
My
rich,
two
or
besties,
strong,
I'm holding
they
them
feel
no matter
through it all
what.
with you, and they have so much value in your life. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Aluxers. We're so glad you did.
Honey, I can see it. I'm not kidding you. Trivial discussions, I cannot do it. Before, maybe years ago, but before COVID, I noticed I started started changing. Once I started investing in Acorns, then I invested in Cash App. Once I got that, shout out to Chris saying that introduced me to investing with Chris and Tommy Brighton, even with $1 investment. Once I started doing that and stopped saving and started investing, my mindset changed about money, and I was like, what just happened? Like my mindset. And then dividend investing, now crypto. Honey, I'd be like, because I started seeing my, people I did their hair. I'm looking at, they're growing, they're going to college, they're graduating from college, they're moving in with their partners into it. I was like, driving their car, first time. Oh, I'm now driving. I'm like, wait, what? And you're still, what are you doing with your life? And I said, my mindset has really changed a lot. I'll see you all in the next video. Let me know what you think about this video. Do you like it, or it's just some bullshit video to you? Let me know. I got a lot of notes from it, okay? Until next time.
Oh my god.
Load it up and do. Baby, what you wanna do? Cause I'm loving myself real good.
Did you guys hear that? I'm scared.
In a way that you never could.